Hey, my name is Dan McDonald. My friends all call me Ronald, and I've got some things to say. But first, you got to hit that like button. You got to remember to leave me a comment somewhere in the middle or after the video. And hit the notification button if you haven't already so you can get notified of the next awesome video coming by yours truly, the Life Rejuvenator guy, Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator on YouTube. Can you dig it? Today I'm going to be making some watermelon juice because I got some requests and questions on Instagram. How do you make watermelon juice? So here we go. So I started the last video, as you might have saw the last video or not, but this one is watermelon juice. And so I cut this little piece off. Boom. Now I'm going to show you. It's, it just depends on the kind of juicer you have. And so I've got a Green Star, which I love. They're $500, but they're awesome. They last a long time, and they have a very high extraction rate. The only thing that's kind of inconvenient about this is that it's a little bit smaller than like the Breville, but the juice extraction is much higher. So if you're going to be a top pro juicer, you really want to get something like this that really extracts the constituents out of the herbs at a low speed, low temperature. So this is a really, really good machine here. So what I'm doing right here is just cutting up this watermelon to get it into the size that I want. Now, there's a couple things you can do with the watermelon juice. Let's try this one first. I'm gonna make the pink watermelon juice. Now this is for like the gourmet, this is for like the kids, or this is just for finicky people, or this is for your Instagram, but you cut off all the green part, okay? And so first we're gonna do we'll call the perfect pink watermelon juice. Okay, so I cut all the green part off. So there's a nice seeded watermelon. Can you dig it? So I got all this over here, so otherwise you'd be able to see what's going on. I'm gonna cut this to size here to go, and then we're gonna rock this thing. I also have a lemon, so stick around for a couple of different options here, okay, on what you can do with this watermelon juice. There's a few different ways that you can use it. Then there's several recipes too that are actually pretty awesome. One that I just came up with last week, I have a lady who I trade massage with. She's a master massage therapist, and she's been in retirement for a couple years. She's a more mature woman, and went in another direction. And massage work is hard work, but she came out of retirement because I'm like, oh, I'm a massage whore, and and I was like, well, I'll trade you, massage work for the juices. And she knows, she's been drinking the juice. She doesn't do it herself. Her kitchen's really small, so she's smart. She's like, I'll trade you body work once a week, and I make her 8 jars of juice. And what I did is I came up with this new one I've never even had before, so let me share that with you now. It is watermelon, cucumber, mint, and lime. Really, really nice juice. So I came up with that just because sometimes I'll grab stuff out of the fridge. I have like 10 basic recipes, and I have 3 recipes that I think that's all you need. The lemon ginger blast, the detox juice, and the clean green. Those 3 right there can take you to the top of the mountain. Those are my 3 favorite. Those are the ones I use for the weight loss protocol, and for the, for the anti-cancer protocol. Can you dig it? So I'm gonna make some more here of this, of the pink. We're almost there, because what it is with this one here, when this is full here, right down here underneath, that is 32 ounces, and that is a serving of juice for an adult, unless you're really small. If you're like 120 or under, I think you can get away with like 24. I don't even know if I have one up here. I don't even have a 24, but I think you know what a 24 looks like. I have a couple 24s down there. I'm going to grab one just because I want you to see what I'm talking about. So this is a 24 right here. That's a 24 ouncer. This is a 32 ouncer. Can you dig it? And then this is a 16. So I've got 3 basic sizes that I use. And for me, I'm a big dude. I mean, this is what I got. I got, you know, boom, boom, a couple of fatties here. This is a really good one. I'll make this on video one of these days. I got a bunch of green juice in there already, but I'm just trying to get this pink one going here. So 32 ounces is a serving of juice, you know? Because otherwise people are like, they'll be like this. Well, I drank 16 ounces of juice, but I was starving in like an hour. And it's like, yeah, you gotta make the juice a meal. So your stomach, you have that sense of a full stomach, and then your brain goes, done. You know what I'm saying? And water also helps to fill up your stomach that isn't calories. So that's why these high water foods are really good for weight loss, because they will fill you up and they will give you lots of nutrition, but they're not so calorically dense, and they're super easy to utilize. And it doesn't take any vital force to digest them, and it's a liquid flushing. It's a really good system. You know, if we lived a long, long time ago, there wasn't juicers. We were sitting around, you know, because we're pretty high stressed and the quality of the food is diminished. So we've got a lot working against us. So I'm trying to always emphasize the fact that I understand that juicing isn't the most natural thing. A monkey's not juicing, I get it, but a monkey's not also stressed out. You know what I'm saying? And burning up all their nutrition and eating at crappy restaurants and, you know, breathing crappy air and eating low quality foods all of our entire lives. Now, so this watermelon juice, I wouldn't say is notoriously filled with massive amounts of plant nutrition, but it's more like a medicine in the sense of anti-inflammatory, anti-acidic, alkalinizing to the fluids that need to be alkalinizing, and doesn't damage the fluids that need to be acidic, like the stomach. So it just keeps the system hydrated. It can be very good for gout, arthritis, inflammation, cleaning the kidneys, hydration, and it's just it's energy. You know, it's a really good source of energy. So there, my friend, is the pink. Now this one would be for me, you know what I'm saying? Because this is legit. Straight legit. So you see, I know that once that's full, then I fill one of these. Can you dig it, man? I'm looking at that like I ain't even tripping. Yeah, word. Oh, never gets old. It just doesn't get old, baby. Now, number 2, check this out. Here's juice number 2. On the watermelon tip, I'm going to take all the rest of this, and let's say you're on a budget and you still want to juice. When you juice the rind it's got to be organic. Do not juice the rind if it's inorganic, just to be safe. Okay? But if it's organic, you can juice the rind. And you're going to spread your money out. You're going to get twice as much juice. The nutrition in the skin is really, really good. You know, this is, like I said, this is like Instagram famous. You know, it's all pretty and pink. This one's going to be a little more brown. When you juice the peel, you get the green in there, so you get the chlorophyll, you get the silica in the peel, and you get about twice as much juice as you would. But it's not as sweet. So, like, your kids might not like the color, or let's say you're just beginning, or whatever, and you're not really ready to do the peel. That's okay too, you know. Go with this. Start getting the body calibrated with it. Now, man, I shouldn't even talk about that, but it's coming to my mind. So it's like I'll just be general about that, and then we'll do a real video about it later. But you gotta be aware of what you're putting into your body and how you're putting it in. All these mixtures and stuff are what are messing everybody up. It's just so many mixtures of so many different kinds of foods in one day that people's body just gets junked up and gummed up. And you know, a juice fast is really good, but nothing resets the system like a 3-day water fast to clear everything out, to get the gallbladder and the liver and the kidneys and the whole GI tract, and it kind of mellows out all the microorganisms. They're like, give me bread, give me bread, give me cheese. You know, if you can, you know, you get to my level, and fasting for 3 days is easy. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, but you've been through it so many times before. You feel a little dip in energy, you just lay down for a few minutes, and then you're fine, you know? Now, when you first start out, you've got a lot more junk and gunk you're going to deal with. You're going to be dealing with old emotions, and when you first start out, it's like, oh God, this fasting is terrible. But if you understand what you're doing, and you take 24 hours, 36 hours, start there. When you work your way up to a 3-day fast, you'll know what I'm talking about. It like a 3-day fast resets the immune system, resets the digestive system, making it possible for you to absorb and utilize sugars better, you know? And there's a whole understanding of intermittent fasting, long-term fasting, you know, fats, sugars, carbs, proteins, all that stuff. And I'm not going to go into that in this video, but space out your foods. You know, the lighter foods first, the heavier foods later. If you go and eat a big giant salad with avocado, olive oil, and you know, sunflower seeds and sprouts and carrots and beets, and then an hour or two later drink watermelon juice, that's not a good system, because you're looking at that salad taking a good 3-4 hours with the sunflower seeds and the avocados. You know, it's going to take 3 or 4 hours to digest that. This digests in 15 minutes or less. I mean, it's instant. I mean, it went right to it was just like, so soothing. I love it. I never get tired of it, you know. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, space out your foods. Be very conscious. Wait until the last meal is all the way through there. Wait an hour or two more than you would before you eat your next meal. You know, and make sure that your stomach is clear. So you really want to just get, in general, I'm just saying, because it would probably take me a good hour and a half to kind of really explain the details of this, of how I've done it over the years to kind of master this thing so that the gut stays clear and everything digests, and then there's no problems. I just don't have digestive problems. I mean, I have iron guts. I've been working on my guts for a long time, and I'm so blessed to be this crazy dude that got obsessed with health and then just started looking at all this stuff, and just over years and years of experience, I'm just blessed. I mean, I can digest razor blades and bolts. I mean, nothing throws me off, you know, but it's because I have these food combining rules, and I'm very conscious and very aware. It's just awareness is what it is. It's awareness, it's consciousness, and it's discrimination, and it's, you know, paying attention. And then you're like, whoa, I did this, and I had major stomach cramps because you mixed all these things, or just all these mixtures, and then you're just a mess, a seething bog when you need to be really clean. The deodorants aren't even necessary when the GI tract is clean, and the best foods to keep the GI tract clean are the fresh, organic, heirloom varieties of fruits and vegetables that are as fresh as you can get them, grown in the best soil that you can from the farmers that do that kind of thing. So there is, just strain it just for good measure. So you see how, I'll show you the difference in colors. Now some of the peels are darker green than this. But let me just show you what I'm trying to say here. Can you see the difference? You see? So if I pulled out one of these bad boys right here, this little bad boy right here with this really dark green, it even makes it even more. It almost turns like a brown color when it's the real dark one here like this. And I got 5 watermelons in here, and they're all 5 different kinds. So I'm on a watermelon kick because it's summer, watermelon season, they're popping. So here's the other thing that you can do. So good. Is you can take a lemon and you can add that. And that, adding lemon to watermelon juice is akin to like the master cleanse, you know? And you can make some serious progress on the clean out, if you know what I mean. If you add the watermelon and the lemon. And then if you want, you can add a dash of cayenne too and make a really cool, like a tonic. Lemon, watermelon, cayenne tonic. So that's watermelon juice 101. Going back to the basics with DTM. Can you dig it? So yeah, thanks for subscribing and giving it a thumbs up and leaving a comment, and thanks for everything. Stay cool, make juice. Next one, I'm going to show you how to make the cucumber juice and all the variations there, and give a little lesson on that, because I got questions about that, and I thought to myself, wow, questions on that. And it's like, wow, people have just we got to go back to the basics. So that's what we'll do. You can tell when a dude loves what he does because he just would do it every day, and he does it every day anyways. You might as well make a video and share. Oh, now that's nice with the lemon in there. And then you take it and I should show you how to yeah, so I guess the next video I had a request here. And I will do that next, but someone wanted to see how I clean the juicer. It takes about, 3 minutes, maybe 5 if you're slow. But there's the real pink and the, the kind of, see the difference? Isn't that cool? So there you go. That's going to be for later. Also, the lemon and the lime juice in any juice recipe can help preserve it for a day or two, So, and another thing I want to say is that the more you fill the jar up, in fact, if you, let's say you only have like maybe this much left over, and rather than putting it in a 32-ounce jar, you want to fill these up to the top as much as you can, then put the lid on, and they stay fresher for longer, because the more air that's in there, the more it'll oxidize. And if you just fill it up to the top, cap it off, I can drink this, ideally you drink your juice like right now, just like this, boom, bop. But hey, we're all pressed for time. You got the juicer out, the watermelon's out, you might as well make one for later. I can drink this tomorrow or the next day, and it'll still be awesome liquids, 1,000,000 times better than anything pasteurized at the store. So, can you dig it, baby? Yes, I know that you can. So, Dan the Man is out, and thank you so much. Aloha and mahalo. And I'm gonna do this little juice and clean thing here too next. Make another video. 20 minutes, we're rolling.